Hey guys, Shelby here with George Moore Chevrolet. Today's Tuesday Talk, we are with Dabs from Dare to Hire Different, a nonprofit that he's going to tell us a little bit about.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out. My name is Dabs. Like she said, I'm with Dare to Hire Different. It's a nonprofit that helps people with special needs. I started off with finding education, employment, and now we're working to doing entrepreneurship and entertainment. So we're working on getting people in the entertainment field. I did an event last April that went really well, and I had a couple singers out, and so I decided, hey, let's do some entertainment. So I'm working on getting them to be able to open up like a Jaguars game, or sing the national anthem. That'd be awesome.
That'd be so cool. So tell us a little bit about, where do you find the people that need this employment? Do you get them from agencies, or do you meet them? Do you know them personally?
Mm-hmm.
How does that process work?
The last event wasn't the biggest event I've done, but it was a good event because the whole thing was produced very well. So I will find them off Facebook pages. I work with a couple different nonprofits in town, so LRC or CIL they call it now, and that's where I met one of those people that I work with that works now at the Sweet Spot, and so I'll just go search out talent from wherever I can. So.
Good. Yeah, that's good to know. And tell us a little bit about the community in Jacksonville. Is there not enough businesses hiring special needs people, or is there a lot of businesses that are hiring special needs, or what's the need there?
The need is huge. There are not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah. So one company that's working a little more towards that is EmployU. They're working on trying to bring in more employers to hire people with special needs, which is going pretty good. I know down in Pinellas County it's huge. There's a lot of companies that are involved, and so now one of the things I'm trying to do is educate the companies as well as find some employees for them.
Good. Yeah, absolutely. And so how big is your staff, would you say? Is it just you doing all the work?
Right now it's just me doing all the work, yeah.
So you're busy.
I'm pretty busy. I was a special education teacher for many years. I kept telling my wife, I'm going to quit. Finally this year I decided to stop, so hopefully, to focus on the nonprofit full time.
Sure.
And like I said, the last event I did, the entertainment piece just really caught me because we had this girl singing. And I was like, because originally when I started, like I said, it was going to be in helping them find jobs or further education, because I was working at one private school that when the students graduated, they got a certificate and not a diploma.
Yeah.
Well, we had a school there, we had a college there at the career fair that we did, and the lady, I heard them end up talking about, well, the school wouldn't take the kids unless they had a diploma. So I'm thinking to myself, we're missing something here. First of all, we're wasting each other's time because you're hearing from, a kid that can't go to school at your school. And so I'm just like, well, there needs to be some education, or there needs to be some, people need to know.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
these kids love to work. They love to work. They love paying their own bills. They love being independent.
Right.
Just like the
Exactly.
rest of us. Yeah.
And for a business to be able to give a special needs person that opportunity to be independent is so great for them.
Oh yeah.
And you mentioned how much they do love to work. How rewarding is it actually for them to be able to bring home that paycheck and get that every day or every week?
That's very rewarding.
Yeah.
So, shoot, special education for a long time. I've been off and on. I started way back years. This is back in the 80s, like this. Right after I graduated from high school. I worked actually when I was in school, when I was in middle school, I started going to the elementary school that was close, working with the Title I classes.
Right.
And then from there, I graduated high school and I went off and did a few other things, and then went to the entertainment business. I'm a mobile DJ as well. So then I got back into the education field. I started working substituting at some schools back in Bremerton, Washington. Mm-hmm. And one of the principals came to me and said, we need you to be a teacher. And I was like, no, I don't want to be a teacher. And then so
you got sucked in.
I got sucked in. So I've been working kind of in and out of the education field for a long time. Actually, I left for a while, did some selling, And I said, I got to get back. You know, I love working with the kids.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I started
absolutely.
coaching football back in Bremerton. And I moved here 10 years ago.
Okay.
So,
With your wife.
From the Port Orchard. She'll tell you Port Orchard. But
Right.
we were, I lived in Bremerton. So I met her, actually we met online.
Oh, okay.
It was, I think it was Yahoo Meets then or something.
Oh, fun. That's so cute.
Yeah, people always say, huh? I said, yeah. And it was kind of strange because at first I didn't talk to her, you know, because I had all these rules that, you know, I followed, like going
Right.
to church, and her thing wasn't that way. So it took me a long time to say something back to her, but then we ended up.
Well, thank goodness you did.
Yeah. About 6 months later, I called her up and said, hey, let's get married. I
Yeah.
drove back to Bremerton.
Oh, great. That's such a cool story.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. Well, everyone, you know, her video we did, you guys saw a couple weeks back, did so great. Everyone just loved her. You guys have seen his wife's business. Make sure you hit her up
Yep.
with her bakery. And if a business in Jacksonville wants to link up with you and partake and, you know, bring on some special needs staff, how would they go about doing that with you?
There's a couple ways you can get a hold of me. You can call me at, call me at 904-206-8408. Dare to Hire Different.org, and that's the letter 2, or the number 2, sorry. So it's Dare to Hire 2.org. You can find us on Facebook at Dare to Hire, and any other social media at Dare to Hire.